Finally, after 2 years of searching and testing, I completed my favorite e-bike build. What's special here? The bike can slide. There's no weight in the wheels. Makes handling special and so much better. The bike corners, grips and accelerates much better than anything I tried in the past 5 years. And the range? It's insanely good. Beats anything in this class, size-weight ratio. I posted in previous full test video a list of upgrades is coming. But today, it's sooner than I expected. I'm testing a new accessory. A camera that has cool features, it's priced reasonably well and can be used on bikes and any motorcycles. And it's a must-own accessory for daily riding. New e-bike accessory. This is the Pro bike camera from AKEEYO. This is AKY-730 Pro version 4K Ultra HD. We have here built-in GPS, other features, and we have here also shake reduction technology and IP66 waterproof rating. Let's unbox it and let's go over the features. Here's the camera. Pretty compact. Charging port in the back. USB-C type, and you have the SD card. This is actually complicated to take it out. This is 64 gigabytes. Comes with the camera, but you can upgrade for a bigger size. And that's your camera. Let's go over the accessories. And you have the rubber cover, it doesn't get scratched in the front. Nice pouch. And let's see accessories here. You get the instructions on the bottom. In the main box, get a bunch of accessories. You have charging cable, you get various mounts and tools to connect it to the bike, cover with the seals, more tools and different adapters you can mount on the bike handlebars or helmet. It's super sunny out, so I hope the camera picks up. If not, we'll have to go inside and check. But this is the menu and it shows you the miles per hour. Yeah, you can't really see it. Let's go inside. Much better in the shade. So it shows you miles per hour, direction, battery, and the time, which is pretty cool. And if you swipe to the left, it shows the camera. So you can see while you're riding, but I would suggest to install the app and use the app because you have a much bigger screen. This is like really tiny. And to go into the menu, you just have to swipe up. Takes a little bit, and there's your menu. And you have 3 dots here, so go to the right, have different windows. Here you have the version of the app. If you go back, you have the bike, the connection, the lights, and the card. If you go on the bike, you have the mileage covered, you have the maximum speed, average speed, the ride time. If you get out, you have the connectivity. Actually, this is English languages, light, height. This is the data. We don't want to delete that. And that's your app pretty much. Settings, you have Wi-Fi, GPS resolution, and resolution. You have a bunch of options here they can set up. We'll go in app and see all of them because it's much bigger. It's much easier to see that. Let's change back to 4K. And satellites. Satellites right now, I have really big fingers, so I have to be like careful and delicate. 90% battery, but you get the point. And you have here the Wi-Fi and the password. So that's pretty much your menu. I chose this bracket and I think fits better my build. And for bikes, motorcycles, I think this is most easiest, most convenient mount. And you have here the release. Also you have here a safety screw, so it comes from underneath. You use an Allen wrench key or you loosen it and you pull this clip in the back here, goes forward and release the camera. And here's your camera, and this will fit any handlebar, any design. You can put it here, any angle you want, and we're gonna install this on a motorcycle after, but I think this is the best bracket. You can also mount this on a helmet. I think for me this is perfect. You can mount this in the front, click in, and you're good to go. Get the camera rolling. See, this is a good angle, and I can see the front view. And I think when you power on, it starts recording from the start. Press one more time, and now it's recording. let's go for a ride and let's see how this camera works after and how it records. Yeah, the camera looks pretty cool and blends in perfectly, and it's only $200, so I think it's super cheap, and it's rugged. It has a bunch of mounts, so you can install this in a helmet, in your car. You can use like motorcycle, scooter, even like your, you know, snowboards, skateboards. Like, this is super cool. This mid-drive bike is powerful but not crazy aggressive. The footage looks smooth and clear. The video clarity, it's pretty good considering how much shake you get pushing this bike close to 50 miles an hour and over. And past that level, the results are pretty impressive. You can find on the website 3 additional mounts. This is the helmet mount. You have the straps, mostly bicycle helmets. This is how it's gonna mount and look. Remove the cover, easy to remove it and to put it back. Second option, this is different type for the road bikes. Also the style handlebar mount, mostly for road bikes. Easy to install mount. You just ratchet here or screw it to open it and to tighten. The last option, this is a clamp mount. Have an extra tool, Allen wrench key, and this is actually really cool. Different type of sandwich mount. And goes under the seat on the top. And you can adjust here based on a seat, closer, push this farther back or front, and this pretty much allows you to mount this camera anywhere. And here we have another interesting mount, which actually swivels left and right. And this is magnetic, so you have to line up the holes, and this is gonna actually hold the bracket, which is pretty cool and makes the process much easier. Line up the holes and screw it through the base, and this is how it looks like. And what's cool here, this angle can be adjusted, and once you have your desired position, you just use the Allen wrench key and tighten this right here, this bolt on top, and I'll actually do it quickly. Once you tighten it, this is solid, doesn't go anywhere, and you can just get desired angle if you have a DIY project or DIY vehicle that this can be mounted on. You can also use these clamps with the previous mounts I showed you and screw it in and connect it to a seat post, your handlebar, various structure. I think this captures pretty much all the angles. You get this base plate adapter and this top part that goes into the GoPro system, and this pretty much allows you to use this on Insta360, GoPro, and any other universal mounts. This is a wrist mount, and you can go any pole, any adapter, and connect this camera any way you like. So very versatile, well thought through connection system here on this product. Now install this on a motorcycle, and you get here a bigger ring that goes around the thicker handlebar, mounts nicely. Let's see if you get more higher top speed, if vibration effects, if that stabilization actually works or not. So that'll be interesting. And this bike goes, I think, 73 to 75 miles an hour on off-road tires and about 80 on street tires. But we're not gonna go full speed. I want to see about 45 to 60 maximum, kind of like, not maximum, but like fast, aggressive acceleration. How would this camera perform? So we're gonna go in maximum 4 speed. And yeah, I forgot to turn this on. Power on, come on. I want to go right before the rain. It's supposed to rain like 1 hour. Now it's recording. Let's do a quick run and see how it behaves. 63 miles an hour, still more room to go, but I'm curious to see how this camera performs. And this is a much bigger fork, heavier bike, so should be more pull and more aggressive shaking. And I hope this stabilization works better. Here's the footage of the 730 Pro camera, and despite all the vibrations, it still looks good and smooth. I push this bike aggressively, close to 70 miles an hour, and you can see the shake on the Ace Pro footage. And the camera is mounted on a helmet, which is a big difference. Less shake, less vibration, and the 730 Pro footage feels slowed down a bit, but is stabilized. The image is clear, and you get the sound recorded, all details are captured in this format, high vibrations are removed, the image is clear, and you get the sound recorded. There's still some minimal shake, but once you pass 50 miles an hour, the handlebar, the entire bike revs and shakes with all that 17 to 20 kilowatts peak power that this bike outputs. And acceleration is just brutal. Also, the wind and all the shake noise is very well balanced by this new camera software. I personally think the footage came out pretty good. The app is more extensive and so much easier to use and set up this camera from the start. Also, daily usage, it's just so much easier. This is the main screen, and from here press more and you get all the settings. Back to the main page, you access the camera, and live footage and the quality, it's pretty awesome in a low light, especially inside. You press settings, and these are the parameters you can set, and there's a lot of extra features here. Resolution and all other advanced good stuff. You can also swipe to the right and go through the menu much easier, much faster. With the new accidents and new law enforcement regarding e-bikes and bikes in general, there's so much shit going on. I think this is a must own. This should be mandatory on all e-bikes, bikes, even motorcycles. Cool to have two of them, but maybe this company can offer a product that has a smaller camera that connects in the back, and it's Wi-Fi for the wireless connects, and you have maybe for like 250 front and back setup. I think that would be really awesome. Another cool feature here is that actually you can load the map and see the map. So I think it's gonna take some time, and it shows you the area you rode, but I think later, maybe a couple seconds, maybe a couple minutes, or maybe a couple hours, you'll have after exactly the map, because it's tracing everything. So I think the rest of the picture will show up later. So this is also really cool. I think having one in the front, one in the back, and you can see this from the back will be really cool. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can rotate, you have to press the button. So look at that, you can see in the back. Also, I mean, not in the back, the camera now is pointing in the front, but you can put this opposite direction and see in the back. This is really, really cool. Location, everything. This is really nice. Wow, I need this. I need to get a second one to put in the back of the bike, and let's see if I can mount it here. I mean, all the mounts that I got, and this is cool about this product, you can actually have screws here. I can put the rear plate fender and mount it on the top. I think it's gonna look sick, and there's enough openings here to connect it and to screw it in. So that custom mount, I think, in the back here, it'll look sick. So having two of them, I think, will be really impressive. And you have everything covered. The screen is actually, now the lens is actually kind of like, you know, semi-sphere, so it gets all around. And the image is crystal clear. This is really, really cool. This is gonna give you a peace of mind, having this always on you. If something happens, you have a proof, and save so much time and hassle. You know, if you have to go to court, you just bring the footage, and that clears up everything. There's no more he said, she said, he did, you did. Simplifies your life. And I hope you don't get in accidents, but shit happens, so having this is just no-brainer. For $199, you have so many features, a cool app, a rugged camera, You can get more expensive cameras like the Ace Pro that I'm using and the X5, but they're not as rugged as this. Look at this thing. This is like built, if you fall or drop it, it's not gonna break. The other ones, they have high resolutions, but don't have these settings. They don't run for that long, 6 hours plus, like any other camera. Even this phone, if I record now, it's 90 degrees outside. For 8 minutes, it's gonna heat up and just turn off. This is gonna run for more than half a day. They say 6 hours, but I think it's gonna run more than that. And it just makes sense, and it's $199. It's priced reasonably for the package you get, for the features, and how it's designed. I think this is a really good deal. I'll place the link down below in the description box. Check it out. Ride safe, and I'll see you next time.